Ouch, that hurt my ears. Hello everybody and welcome to another tutorials video. Today we're going to be going over very miscellaneous forms of movement that are part of the game but they're not really all that significant. So here I'm playing with Titan Eren, and as you can maybe guess, I'm going to teach you how to use him, how to run around him and stuff like that. So, you know, the basic stuff is still the same. Running is still, you know, the 4 directional buttons, W, A, S, and D, and of course you can run circular, all that kind of stuff. There's no dodge, so like if you press control nothing happens. If you press shift nothing happens, unlike a certain other Titan form, which I'm going to get to very quickly. Then there's space, which allows you to jump. Then there's N, which allows you to roar. Now unlike the salute, that also hurt my ears. Now unlike the salute, the roar actually has a function in the game, which I'm going to get to quickly. But first, we're going to try and kill this aberrant. Now, so that you guys know, there's 2 different attacks. There's the left click, which is just the punch, and then you can turn this into a 3-punch combo if you keep clicking. Now, of these 3 punches, only the last one actually kills Titans, and that's the first attack. The second attack is right click, which is the kick, and the kick doesn't actually kill any big Titans, but it does kill the small ones as well as crawlers. So can you see that one Titan over there, just on top of my head? Yeah, he would be able to be killed by a kick because he's just small enough. So let's go and kill this Titan. We're going to jump over this. As you can maybe guess, I'm playing on Aberrant just because I can. This permanent Eren Titan form that you can pick in single player doesn't actually have Eren in the back of his nape. So there's no way he can possibly die. There's no way this Titan form expires. So yeah, you're in basically perma, you know, death rampage mode. If I want to aggro Titans from afar, I can press N. Nearly every single Titan starts running towards me. And that's basically what the roar does. Oops, let's kick this guy. There you go. The punches tend to automatically pull themselves towards like whatever the closest Titan is. So yeah, all you really have to do is get close to a Titan and just start clicking away. You don't actually have to like aim your punches or anything like that. And so yeah, it's really easy to play with Titan Eren, except you know, you only have 30 seconds when you're actually playing with Eren himself. So there's no way it's going to be this OP when you actually play as Eren. Okay, so let's move on to the next form of miscellaneous movement, and that is, well, it's only accessible in multiplayer, and that is Titan form. Now this is separate from Eren's Titan form, I should probably say. It's also separate from like modded, you know, like female Titan form, which isn't actually in the game. Basically, you select the Titan. For now it's random. I think it's so that you can keep it balanced. So that, you know, not all the player Titans start playing as crawlers and stuff like that. You can play as crawlers, like I've heard people have done it. I personally haven't, so take that with a grain of salt if you want to. We're just going to see what comes out. It's a jumper, yeah, naturally. So yeah, the jumpers are the most common and you'll be playing as them most of the time. You can't change its appearance or height, like that is completely random. You can't decide it for yourself. There is no Titan character created just yet. We might get one, who knows. But as you guys can maybe see at the bottom of the screen, there is like a bar of sorts, and you might be wondering what that is. Basically, it's energy. So every time you attack, it takes up a sizable chunk of your energy bar, and every time you jump, it also does the same. In order to get it back, you either have to wait, or you can also press shift in order to get it back really quickly. And shift is walking mode, so normal Titan mode. You still do all the attacks and everything's the same, but rather than always running around, you actually start walking, and you can kind of deceive the humans who are trying to kill you. You can be like, oh, I'm just a normal Titan, and then they come towards you, and then you change forms. And so yeah, you freak them out. Besides that, everything's pretty much the same to regular Eren Titan. You know, you jump, space is jump. Left click is the windmill attack. Right click is the belly flop. And so yeah, some of these are obviously way more dangerous than others. Kyoni don't do anything, Control doesn't do anything. And so yeah, that's play a Titan. And so there's a lot of different maps that you can play a Titan in. City is one, the forest is another, play as Titan. Basically anything that says play as Titan. City 3 does have it. And the last one is outside the walls. Now I'm not actually going to play as a player Titan here just because there's a different form of miscellaneous movement that I want to get into, and that is horses. So this is the first and last map the Feng will probably ever have with horses in it. So yeah, horses are far more complex than either of the titans, mainly because like there's so many things you can do with them. Of course, there's the basic movements W, A, S, and D to kind of go in whatever direction you want to. Horses kind of drift around, so yeah, it's kind of hard to control. It's not as snappy, but that makes sense, right? Horses are fast, they can't really control what they're doing. Besides, horse movement is kind of like this to begin with, like they have big turns and stuff like that. But if you want to decelerate when you're in a straight line, you press shift and it slowly goes down to like a saunter, if you will. Yeah, it just kind of struts around as it pleases. So that's shift. If you want to dismount the horse, then you press control and you do like this awesome little backflip thing. If you want to get on, you press control as well. Shift by itself doesn't do anything. Even when you're on the horse, like you can jump on the horse, but that's different from like backflipping on. Personally, I like backflipping on just because it looks that much more cooler. Now you might be wondering, okay, so imagine there's a titan like right next to me. How can I attack him when I'm still on the horse? Do I still have to dismount? Well, no, you don't. What you can also do is you can actually hook straight from the saddle, and that's that's your generic Q and D buttons. You do get a lot of extra speed if your horse is running really fast, so that's a plus. Your horse always runs to you whenever you abandon it. So even if you're like on the other side of the map, it eventually comes to you. If you're really far, it teleports to you, so that's pretty cool. Besides that, space of course still works like like you would expect it to. You can flare from your horse in true Attack on Titan survey course style, and you can also get your horse to jump by pressing the attack button. Unfortunately, there's no cool thing where you attack the leg of the titan as you pass it. That would be really cool, but it just isn't there. Instead, if you left click, then you jump. Also, like a little final note before I wrap things up, your horse cannot die. Like there's just no way, the attacks just don't do anything to it. Which is a nice little touch. I would have, been really pissed if my horse kept dying and dying. Oh my god, and he's already spawned. Let's get out of here. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to... Oh, horse. So yeah, thank you guys... Wow. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to give it a like. Share with your friends and anyone else who you think will enjoy it. Comment, ask questions. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more juicy Attack on Titan tribute game tutorials revamp content. And I will catch you guys next time. There's no salute on a horse, so I'll just say, take care guys. Oh, horse! Horse! What are you doing, horse? Oh my god, that is magical. There you go. Bloody horse. Oh my god, that was awesome.